Caring for someone with dementia is one of the toughest journeys, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Allison Schreier, and my experience caring for my husband inspired me to create Zinnia, a therapeutic streaming service designed to support people living with dementia and reduce caregiver stress. Our research-backed videos are engaging, easy to follow, and they help ease the daily challenges like agitation and anxiety so that you can focus on connection and joy. Available by subscription on mobile and TV apps, Zinnia makes every day a little bit easier. Go to zinniatv.com and sign up for a free trial today. Use the code RESOURCE for 15% off an annual Zinnia subscription.
Another edition of Medicare Moments is at hand. Hi, everybody. My name is Jim, and your host is Toni King. Hi, Toni King.
What's going on, Jim? Medicare is growing and things are changing, aren't they?
Yeah, the only thing that's constant is change itself, it seems, in Medicare. And like you told me, every year, something new is on the horizon for Medicare, it seems.
Yeah, and people do not know about what we're going to talk to them about, which is the new short-term care plan that helps people that want a long-term care policy but can't afford it.
And the title of this one, as Toni said, is The Difference Between Long-Term and Short-Term Care Plans. Toni, this comes to you from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it goes something like this. Hi, Toni. I'm retiring in June when I turn 70, and my wife, Bonnie, will be 68. Our Medicare issue is that recently we applied for a long-term care plan and were both denied due to our simple health issues. I had my prostate removed due to a cancer about 5 years ago with no current issues, and Bonnie has AFib, which is under control. The agent who helped us search for the insurance plan said that people over 60 find it difficult to be accepted by a long-term care insurance plan. Our concern is that my brothers and I are paying about $9,000 a month to an Alzheimer's facility for our father's care. Can you please explain other long-term care options that Bonnie and I can explore? Because my father's rate of $9,000 per month, this will drain our retirement. We do not have a plan in place should we need extra financial help since we were not approved for a long-term care policy. Thanks, Peter from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Serious numbers, Toni, serious issues.
And this is today's numbers. $9,000 a month is today. What's going to happen in 10 years when he's 80 or 20 years when he's 90? I mean, the numbers are going off the charts. They can't keep up with it. So, people need to realize that you're not always going to be home. You may have to go into a facility. So you just want to make sure you get a plan in place. I have good news for them because there's now new plans that are out that are a little less expensive than long-term care. And if they look in the Medicare New Handbook under paying for long-term care, it describes that you got 100 days in a skilled nursing facility, generally. People never get 100 days. If you're improving, you're going home. So we generally get about 30 days in a skilled facility. And then if you go home and you can't take care of yourself, what do? You're in big trouble. Either your kids are going to have to come and help you or your wife has to help you. What happens if you're someone who's 6 feet tall and weighs 230 pounds or 250 and you need somebody to help you get in the bathtub or move around? I mean, different things happen. So there's different plans. And there is a new plan, which is called a short-term care plan. And the short-term care plan will give you time to get your finances in order. And generally, they're a 2-year plan. They do not have the underwriting that a long-term care plan has. So they're easy to qualify for, but they will pay for your claims. And that's one thing that's important.
So that's something brand new. It's a short-term care plan. You said the underwriting is different, so you have a better chance of qualifying for it. And
yes, it can help you for up to 2 years. I have a lot of little extras to it. Like if you go in the plan and you use it for 6 months, but then you come home and you get better, it will replenish the amount of time that you spent. So you can always use it. Where a long-term care plan is going to raise your rates. So there's also other ways you can do it. Maybe someone really can't qualify medically. We've got life insurance, you've got annuities, or, if you got a 401k and you have a little bit of money, you might want to put it in an annuity that has a long-term care provision to it, and you'll have a little bit of long-term care for it. And if you're a person that's a veteran, you have aid and attendance benefits. So that will help you. I had aid and attendance benefits for my mother.
Clarify that for our listeners, Toni, and do that. After we come back, we have a short break to take, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Medicare Moments. Toni King is your host. We're talking the difference between long-term and short-term care plans. We'll be right back.
Caring for someone with dementia is one of the toughest journeys, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Allison Schreier, and my experience caring for my husband inspired me to create Zinnia, a therapeutic streaming service designed to support people living with dementia and reduce caregiver stress. Zinnia offers research-backed videos intentionally created for people with dementia, engaging, calming, and easy to follow. Whether you need to ease agitation, create moments of joy, or make daily routines smoother, Zinnia is here to help. Family and professional caregivers use our content to turn challenges into opportunities for connection. Accessible by subscription on mobile devices and connected TVs, Zinnia is simple to use whenever you need it. Because when caregiving feels easier, life feels better. Go to zinniatv.com and sign up for a free trial today. Use the code RESOURCE for 15% off an annual Zinnia subscription.
Welcome back to Medicare Moments with Toni King. And Toni was talking about veterans. And what's up with that, Toni?
That's a very good plan, especially if you're someone who has an elderly mom who needs to go in the facility, and maybe your dad was during Korea or World War II or Vietnam. You can get them to qualify. I have aid and attendant benefits for my mother. She got over $1,500. It helped to pay for the personal care home. So that is a very good plan. And anybody that's a veteran can use it. There's over $20 billion that they have not sent somewhere else. They're still with the veterans. And there's over $20 billion that can be used for care that you would need. And it's just for veterans. And then you've got the famous traditional long-term care. The younger you are, 40, 50 years old, the easier it is to qualify. The older you are and the more prescriptions you're taking, then it's not as easy to qualify for a long-term care plan. You've got to really, you've got to be underwritten. You've got to be able to answer the health questions. So most Americans are concerned about a chronic illness that's not covered by Medicare and wiping out their retirement. So you need to plan properly. You can't wait till the last minute. You need to get a durable medical power of attorney, a living will, and a power of attorney.
So 2 different powers of attorneys and a living will. This information is really helpful. It's always good to plan ahead, Toni says, because it's what you don't know that will hurt you when it comes to Medicare. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Toni, 832-519-8664, 832-519-8664. Email her info@tonisays.com. That's TONISAYS.com. And her website is tonisays.com, TONISAYS.com.
That's easy. But I can tell the people you do need to get your will, your durable medical power of attorney, and just your regular power of attorney together so that you don't have to worry about that at the end. If something were to happen, you don't want your kids to have to say, yeah, let's pull the plug. You want to go peacefully. Don't you think?
No, I fully agree with you. And it's great to get these done. And it takes a whole lot of pressure off of the family or whoever's helping you out because they have so many other things to concern themselves with when they're taking care of you. Right, Toni?
Right. And it's not easy. And you can get some of these forms by going to Office Depot. They have little forms for it. It does not have to be done by an attorney, and you can go down to your county courthouse and file them yourself. Sign in, and do it.
Well, thanks for listening to this edition and viewing this edition of Medicare Moments with your host, Toni King. Toni, it's back to you.
Well, I will see you later, Jim. And the year's starting, and we are going to be busy little critters, aren't we? Okay, thank you.
In 2009, I met a gentleman who was giving wrong information about Medicare, which cost him over $10,000. After helping him, I knew that it was up to me to start advocating for America. Hi, I'm Toni King, host of Medicare Moments podcast. Join me every Wednesday as I share tips, strategies, and little-known facts I've learned over the past 20-plus years. I put Medicare into people terms, and I want to help you personalize your Medicare, because with Medicare, it's what you don't know that will hurt you. Medicare Moments is available now anywhere you listen to podcasts.